Coming from the Republic of Kosovo, obviously there's so much to say. We overcame a centuries-old occupation. We were victims of a genocidal regime for years. We were victims of war crimes and crimes against humanity. We have the highest number of children killed of any wars in former Yugoslavia. Per capita, thousands of women that were raped during the war, and of course a lot of open wounds. Despite of this great pain, we chose dialogue as the only way forward. We chose peaceful solutions as the only way forward. So I would say, even from my own personal experience, because I feel like I grew up together with the Republic of Kosovo as a country, even from my personal experience, but I would say the experience of everyone in our country, we can learn that how difficult it is to choose peace, to choose diplomacy, even during the times of war. Well, there's one problem that we don't have, and that is we don't have Russian supporters in Kosovo. There's practically none to be found. Despite of the fact that we're neighboring Serbia, which unfortunately, not just lately, but for quite some time has turned into a proxy state of Russia in trying to destabilize the rest of the region, you can't find any Russian influence within Kosovo. And that, of course, has helped us also fight Russian propaganda, which is immense in our region. Because historically speaking, Russia has tried to find other fertile grounds through which they can expand the conflict. And they've always seen the Western Balkans as some of that fertile ground. So we've had from time to time crisis after crisis in the region, because Russia's interest was to bring our region back to the 90s, when there were conflicts, there were wars. But with the help of our partners, we've managed to keep the peace that has been long fought and the stability in our region. That support is not just a one-time thing. Now, we see many conflicts around the world where the international community intervenes once, helps once, but then they leave you by yourself in the peace-building and state-building process. In Kosovo, it was different. In the past 25 years that I've been involved in the institutions, I've seen the international community help Kosovo from getting its freedom to a peace-building process initially. We've had the highest and the biggest United Nations mission in the history of the UN, present in Kosovo, administering our country for almost a decade, then helping us through a state-building process, which is different from the peace-building process, so that powers can be transferred from the United Nations to Kosovo institutions after independence, and now helping us in the third stage, which I believe can be called democracy-building process. Right now, Kosovo is the biggest shining example of democracy in the region in all international indexes on rule of law, on human rights, and so on, because our friends never left our side.